a twist that feels like it belongs in a dramatic TV movie. Eric Mabius, a beloved Hallmark actor known for his heartwarming roles, found himself in trouble with the law. The 53-year-old star, famous for playing kind and dependable characters, was arrested in the early hours of February 28, 2025, after a heated altercation at a bar in Yulee, Florida. The news has stunned fans who are struggling to reconcile the wholesome image of Mabius, best known for his roles in Signed, Sealed, Delivered and Ugly Betty, with the reality of his recent legal troubles. Now facing punishment for his actions, this incident marks a challenging chapter for the actor. Here is a closer look at what happened, who Eric Mabius is, and what this means for his future. The trouble began at a local bar in Nassau County, Florida called The Goat. Around 2 a.m., police were called to the scene after reports of a disturbance. When officers arrived, they found Mabius caught up in a physical confrontation involving two women. While the exact details of what sparked the fight remain murky, it's clear the situation spiraled out of control. According to reports, Mabius was accused of pushing a woman to the ground and pulling her hair, escalating the conflict further. Witnesses described a chaotic scene with emotions running high. When law enforcement stepped in to calm things down, Mabius reportedly didn't cooperate. Instead of following instructions, he resisted officers' attempts to manage the situation, though not violently. This led to his arrest on 2 misdemeanor charges, simple battery and resisting arrest without violence. By 5:45 a.m., he was booked into the Nassau County Jail. Later that day, he appeared in court where a judge ordered him to have no contact with one of the women involved in the incident. A mugshot released to the public showed Mabius with a bruised eye, raising questions about whether he was also hurt during the scuffle. So far, no clear explanation of this injury has been shared. To understand the weight of this moment, it's worth looking at who Eric Mabius is beyond the headlines. Born in 1971 Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Mabius grew up in a working-class family. His love for acting led him to Sarah Lawrence College, where he studied film and honed his craft. Unlike some stars who rocket to fame overnight, Mabius built his career step by step. He started with small roles in independent films like Welcome to the Dollhouse and took on parts in bigger movies, including Cruel Intentions and Resident Evil. His big break came in 2006 when he landed the role of Daniel Meade in Ugly Betty. Playing a charming but flawed magazine editor, Mabius won over audiences as his character grew from a shallow playboy to a thoughtful leader. The show's success opened doors, and soon he found a home at Hallmark, starring in family-friendly films and the popular Signed, Sealed, Delivered series. As Oliver O'Toole, he played a postal worker with a knack for solving mysteries and spreading hope, a role that cemented his image as a trustworthy, good-hearted leading man. Fans adored his ability to bring warmth and optimism to every project, making his recent arrest all the more jarring. Off-screen, Mabius' life hasn't always been as picture-perfect as his Hallmark roles. He married his high school sweetheart, Ivy Sherman, in 2006 after meeting her during a health class in Amherst, Massachusetts. The couple seemed to have a strong bond, welcoming 2 sons, Maxfield and Rylan. As Mabius' career took off with Ugly Betty, they faced the pressure of Hollywood together. But when the show ended in 2010, they made a bold choice. They left California for a quieter life in Massachusetts, buying a farm to raise their kids away from the spotlight. For a while, it seemed like the perfect fresh start. However, their marriage hit rough patches. By 2016, rumors of trouble surfaced, and in 2018, Mabius and Sherman quietly divorced. The split marked a turning point, though neither shared details publicly. Mabius kept his personal life private after that, focusing on his work and his sons. In late 2023, he posted photos with a new woman on social media, sparking talk that he might be starting a new chapter in love. Fans were hopeful, but now, this arrest has cast a shadow over his carefully rebuilt life. For an actor like Mabius, whose career thrives on a clean, family-friendly image, the incident could have serious consequences. Hallmark, known for its wholesome brand, has a history of stepping back from stars involving in controversies. While the charges, simple battery and resisting arrest without violence, are minor compared to more serious crimes, they still carry weight in the court of public opinion. Legal experts say Mabius could face fines, probation, or community service if convicted, but the bigger risk is to his reputation. Studios and networks may hesitate to cast him until the dust settles, worried about backlash from fans who expect the stars to live up to their on-screen personas. Mabius has stayed silent so far, offering no public comment on the incident. His lack of a statement has left room for speculation, with some wondering if alcohol or stress played a role in the fight. Without witness accounts or more details from police, the full story remains unclear. On social media, fans are split. Some express shock and disappointment, feeling let down by a star they admired for his integrity. Others defend him, arguing that everyone makes mistakes and deserves a chance to explain. "Let's wait for the facts," one fan wrote online, while another said, "This does not sound like the Eric we know." The legal road ahead will shape much of what comes next. Mabius has pleaded not guilty, setting the stage for a possible trial. His lawyers might push for a plea deal or try to get the charges dropped depending on the evidence. If he is found guilty, the penalties may be light, but the damage to his career could linger. A court hearing scheduled for April 2025 will likely bring more clarity, but until then, the entertainment world is watching closely. This incident raises tough questions about fame, accountability, and second chances. Mabius has spent years crafting an image as a reliable, kind-hearted star, but real life is messier than a Hallmark script. Hollywood can be unforgiving, and public missteps often come with a steep price. If Mabius hopes to rebuild, he will need to address the incident head-on, whether through a heartfelt apology, a legal victory, or a return to the roles that made him beloved. Fans who have rooted for his characters to find redemption might be willing to give him the same grace, but it won't be easy. For now, Mabius is out of custody, awaiting his next court date. The coming weeks will reveal more about what happened that night and how it will shape his future. Will he face lasting consequences, or can he turn this moment into a chance for growth, much like the characters he's played? Only time will tell. So, what do you think about Eric Mabius' situation? Should stars be held to a higher standard, or do they deserve the same understanding as anyone else? Share your thoughts below as the story continues to unfold.